Welcome back. It's been a little bit. The Between, Secrets in Lavender, episode 24. All right, so we did part of a day phase last time, and we're going to continue on with that for now and see how far we get. I believe the hunters want to definitely answer a question, if not a couple of questions today, so we'll see. And yeah, what do the hunters want to do? Scenes, vulnerable moves, or pure investigation just to, add more to the fire for solving stuff. What do you guys want to do?
I think we have enough clues to resolve two of the threats.
Mm.
Um, I don't know if who's had a vulnerable scene between all of us. Do we know? Because I know Ellie has some conditions.
I had one with Mordecai this morning, um, but I have not had one with you today, and I do have a couple of conditions acquired in the course of the day. Uh,
Question. Considering last time, is Felix taking out Nate?
I'm allowing Nate to join me. I'm not taking him
I'm
out.
asking because the reason I'm asking is like, where are you having Nate stay? And how are you introducing Nate?
These are all very important questions that I should have thought of before I took him on as a follower.
Mhm.
Um, So I was gonna offer a vulnerable scene, but I have a new work companion. You know, I'm
Mhm.
going to assign Short to him. I'm gonna tell him that we are going to take him out on an investigation later this evening and to
Yeah.
make sure that Nate is equipped and prepared with everything that he needs.
Okay. All right. And does he fall under the glamour too? I mean, like, are you
Yes, I think the glamour is for everyone. Nobody recognizes who Nate is.
got it, got it, got
And
it,
if Nate has a personal attachment to someone, he doesn't recognize who they are.
got it. Okay. But what's his name? It's not Nate Strickland.
What's a good, strong American name? Uh,
Bill,
Ca- hmm?
Jax?
Bill,
Bill? Okay, Bill. Bill's a good first name. Kathleen, what's his last name?
Walker.
Bill Walker. All right.
Makes sense. Okay. Bill Walker it is.
Okay. And I leave him in Short's care. He is a special attaché from America. Uh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Uh, we'll get him prepared for his investigation later, of course. And
Thank you, Short.
yes, suitably obsequious, and yeah, he'll lead Bill to you know quarters out of agate, and
Hmm.
you can go on your merry way.
Okay. And head over to Hargrave House, where I imagine
Ellie's
your vice
cleaning up the
or
grease. You're on
right.
mute, by the way.
There we go. Mandatory that somebody does that. Probably me. Um, no, I wanted to have an interlude with Lansing
Oh,
back at the house. So he's here,
look.
and Ellie is probably going to be emerging from the room sometime later, looking a whole lot happier. If somewhat rumpled. Um, but yeah, I could have a vulnerable scene with him, but
Day move on
Fel
if you have it with
Felix is
Lansing.
so devilish that it's fun, especially since Ellie has no idea of what just happened. So
Mm-hmm.
that
Hmm.
increases the irony factor in
Sure.
having a vulnerable scene with Felix.
Yep.
Okay. So let's see.
And you're wearing her stuff. That's even better. You
You're
come home wearing her
right.
stuff.
You're right. Okay. So, what gambling is my vice? No. Yeah, it would be gambling. So what game am I playing? Let's be recklessly dangerous. You are leaving your room and you hear a very distinct click coming from my room. Uh and th
I gotta investigate that.
Yep, you as you approach, it's whir click, whir click, whir
Felix,
click.
what the hell are you doing in there?
Before
Uh
you guys start,
mhm.
how is Ellie dressed and how is Felix dressed?
Is Felix sounds like Felix is still in my thing, as if
Yep.
he's yeah.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a shirt I was gonna wear. I don't know where the hell it is. Okay. But yeah, uh I have changed clothes. I'm in my more disreputable outfit, I think.
Mm,
Uh did you take my very distinctive coat?
yeah, of
Okay.
course I
Yeah.
did.
Where's my coat? Where the hell is my coat?
And you burst in shouting, "Where is my coat?"
Yeah, because I know you swiped things from Mordecai, so I assume you might have swiped something for me too.
You walk into Felix's very messy room. You see a bit of scattered porcelain on the ground that's been shattered, a couple of broken statues, and Felix pulling the trigger on a gun, uh, aimed at a precious vase. And there's a follower there who's been loading, it seems, precious objects onto a pedestal. Uh,
Okay, the coat's one issue. More pressing, what the hell are you doing?
well, and he whirs the cylinder, aims it at the vase, and pulls the trigger, and click. Just playing a game. I wanted to see how many times I could spin and pull the trigger, and well, so far it's what, every seventh time or so? You were distracted though, so doesn't seem like
I
it mattered.
I was. I'm not now. Also, what is this?
Oh, need to give the impression of a proper American out and about in the world of London. And you weren't using it.
I was not. Uh, that doesn't mean you can come in my room and take my things.
Oh, I didn't.
One of your followers
Yes.
did. No, never again. And give me back the coat. I'm not going to make you strip off the rest right now, but uh,
Felix already half undressed. Fine, at least take your jacket. And he'll toss it over to you.
yes.
Felix will whir, click again. So how long had it been, Ellie,
How long had it been? What?
since you had that particular form of release? You look much more relaxed.
I can't even
Whir,
believe you're asking. Well, no, I can believe
click.
you're asking. I can't believe you seem to think I'm going to answer.
What? Now you're shy.
Private.
Private. Hmm.
You know, you're always the one asking questions. When was the last time you had some
Congress.
personal comfort,
Hmm.
however you want to put it?
It's been more than a few centuries. I mean, once you've been upon the celestial mountain, mortals don't really compare. It's sort of like, I don't know, it's empty, it's hollow, it's missing something. Not to say that I haven't been with other people in the intervening time, it just didn't do anything for me.
So you don't have, I don't care about metaphysics. You don't have that kind of emotional connection with anybody? Haven't had that kind of emotional connection with anybody all this time? That is the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Do you have any idea how long I've been alive, Ellie? Word. Click.
No, I don't. But any amount of any amount of time that you can describe that wearily seems like too long to me.
He will spin the cylinder one more time, point it at the follower, and pull the trigger. The follower winces, but is still alive. How do you feel right now, Ellie? Are you safe? Are you comfortable?
Those are words I haven't known in a long time.
But after Lansing,
I have something that makes me real happy.
I can't feel that way. I've gone through so many highs and lows over the intervening centuries. I've been destitute. I've been immensely wealthy. I've known such joy and sorrow, and it is just such a tiring loop. Which is why. And Felix hands the gun over to the follower and motions for the follower to spin the cylinder, pull the trigger. And this time it does destroy the base. And there's this little moment of elation, and then they put the gun aside to go and clean up and reset the entire arrangement. Then Felix goes over to a slate and marks a little tick to denote that the gun did go off. There are other people to experience things for me.
And that gives you joy? Satisfaction? What?
Yes, satisfaction is probably the closest thing to it. Can't you imagine caring for someone? Seeing things through their eyes. You've seen 1,000 sunrises, but to see it with someone that you care about gives it a particularly different flavor, doesn't it?
It does.
So, why not just apply it to the rest of life then? Not just sunrises, not just great bouts of joy, but also every little bit of depravity too. Every occasion, every opportunity for humanity to express itself fully and to live vicariously in that way.
You know what I think? I think you're not just jaded. I think you're not just tired. I think you're scared.
What?
I think you're scared of somebody meaning something that much to you. You keep everybody at arm's length. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about what's going to happen to them. You don't have to worry about what's going to happen between you. If you don't genuinely care, I think you're scared.
This actually puts Felix on the back foot. You, for the first time, see him speechless. Frightened. Afraid. Who could I possibly care for that much? You're all so frail, so fragile.
Yep, that's what I thought. If you make us a category that's so far removed from you, you don't have to you don't have to risk looking at us that way. You've just defined us as people not worthy of your attention that way.
Because nobody cares about me, Ellie. Is that what you want to hear? I am a marvelous wish-granting being. People look upon me and see what they most desire. They see a chance at something. Nobody actually wants me, Ellie. They want what I represent. So
They can't want you for you if they never see you. You don't give them a chance.
There's nothing to see, Ellie. I am just... Get out.
Okay. Try not to actually murder any followers inside Hargrave House, please. That did be a bit inconvenient. And I sweep out the door.
I think as you sweep out the door, Ellie, I think you'll see Nora kind of move past you, and she just gives you this smile. Like, good job.
And perversely, I think that cleared Lost in Edmund's eyes for me because I have more perspective.
Yes.
I'm not so distracted. I'm more
Present.
comfortable, confident,
Yeah.
something like that,
Yeah.
rather than being all moony.
Well, you're comfortable and confident in your fragility as a human. Thanks.
Yeah.
So,
And on some level, Ellie feels sorry for Felix, and wouldn't that chap his hide?
Yep.
yep.
Chap his eye. So American.
Crap. Okay, so yeah, you can release that. What kind of clue? And for
Uh,
what?
yeah,
Because it has to be a clue.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Because, yeah, it's not associated with any particular threat. And that was a hell of a conversation, I will say.
let's say that as I was out and about, I found a relevant newspaper clipping, and
Okay,
that's in the jacket that Felix gave you
okay. And for which one?
for black and white and red all over.
Okay.
We already have a newspaper clipping in that one, though.
It's about newspaper people. Just make it about
Okay.
something else, I
Okay.
guess. Maybe
Okay.
it was maybe it's the hit piece that I mentioned in
Oh, yeah, the
in the
headpiece of
introduction.
Felix.
Oh, which is so fitting considering what she just said to you.
Yes. So it was
About you being like so devastated about your being put down by Madame Beaumont.
he was
Oh,
doing the Victorian equivalent of a vanity search. Like Okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
for sure. Yep. He was surfing the Victorian.
Not that I actually care about what people think about me, but
But you
what do
do
people
care.
think about me?
You do. You do. You do care. You do care. Ah, goodness. And you might have a scrapbook. Who the fuck knows? I mean,
You would never admit to it, but you might.
those papyri in his room is actually like his version of a scrapbook somewhere. It's like, that's what it is. Oh, yikes. Okay, so one vulnerable move down. Anything else to do or scenes, or are we going out somewhere to do some investigation? Mordecai, what do you want to do?
I think last time I talked to my
Oh,
old friend, right?
yes, you were out and about with
Yeah.
Suleiman. You were on Fleet Street,
Yes.
and you
Yep.
were
Yep.
outside of
Mm-hmm.
St. Paul's
Mm-hmm.
Cathedral, if I recall
Mm-hmm.
correctly. So
Oh yeah,
yes.
I wanted to go and see about.
Hmm.
I remember I wanted to see about iconography of angels and stuff like that. If
Hmm.
there's anything that tickles my, I don't know, spider sense or whatever we'd call it, or that has some more occult meanings that you would not expect in a church or some kind of statue or whatever. Maybe a graveyard. There are usually graveyards attached to churches, right?
Sure.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I mean,
And
I can't attract the attention of a thing because it's not the night, it's the day, which I hate. So I'd probably go inside the church. That makes more sense for Mordecai instead of running around outside and look at stuff and maybe talk down to a priest or something.
right. I think also too, I mean, that thing that I left you off with, which was Mrs. Pemberton Potts coming up to you and asking you about the forest. I think
Oh,
you'll
right,
discover
right,
that, you know, the shadow
right.
passed across the sky. You heard her talk. You said like, no, not ready yet or whatever. And then when you
Mhm,
turn back to look at the cathedral just to
mhm.
look at it, and then you turn back to her, she's gone. It's
Oh,
as if it
yes,
was
of
just kind of
course
like a
she is.
mirage of some sort.
Yes, I imagined that would be it. Oh, hmm. That gave me another idea. Let me look at is the move forest? I have the forest, and there wasn't a move somewhere attached to it, and then I'll have to find it.
Forest for the trees, or but not the
Yeah,
forest.
right.
I made it, and I don't even remember what it's called. Hello.
Where are the extra moves we have? Is that in the records or
Should be
Yeah,
under
somewhere?
hunters.
it's on the
Under
left-hand
hunters.
side.
Forest sense. There we go.
Hunters. Oh, okay. Forest sense.
There we
Yes.
go.
Okay. Listen to who's been on ahead. You might ask the same. Oh, yeah. I think I would like to do that
Okay.
because, I mean, it seems like if I have a thing that's called a forest sense,
Hmm. Hmm.
In the
then
cemetery, maybe?
no, I have a
Oh,
forest.
inside the church?
I know
Oh,
I do have a forest. The church can wait.
you
Church
do
has been
have,
there for a long time. I have a forest that I can talk to.
you do.
That's a good question about the entities. No, they don't. They don't. That's I think that's why Raphael thought they were angels for quite a long time. They're not. Probably.
Well, I mean, seeing that particular vision, hallucination, or whatever. I mean, if you want to use forest sense for it, I mean, I'm
Mhm.
perfectly happy
Yep.
for you to use it here, regardless of where
No,
you're
no,
located.
I want to go to my forest. It seems thematically appropriate to go to my forest to figure out if there's any connection to it, right?
Okay.
Because that's how the whole thing started. Miss Pemberton Potts was the one who alerted us to the whole thing in the Little Blackbirds.
Hmm.
So there might be a connection there, and I want to know if there is.
Hmm. Go for it. So,
Okay.
you head over there. I mean, like,
Mm-hmm.
we're not gonna role play the whole,
Mm-hmm.
like, you got to get there and
Mm-hmm.
travel. No, it's fine.
What? No.
No. Although I will say that, like,
Mm-hmm.
on your way over, like when you
Mm-hmm.
come off of the carriage that brings you over to Little Blackbird's say.
Mhm.
And remember, I'm
It's in
geographic.
Hargrave House. It's in Hargrave House, the forest.
Okay, well, but just before you get to
Okay.
Hargrave House's door and
Mhm.
you get inside
Mhm.
to ask questions of your forest, I think you'll see a carriage drop off somebody that is familiar to you, and
Mhm.
it's Serapio.
Oh, at Hargrave House?
Yes, he's dropped off
Oh,
at Hargrave House.
good. Good.
Mr. Laurence,
Serapio.
do you have? May I have a minute of your time to speak to you?
Of course. Come on in. I would invite you into the parlor, but we do all of our conversations in the kitchen here.
All right. That is fine. Yes. I am a little disturbed. I had gone over to finish what I had to do with Madame Beaumont to be released from her service, and
Yes.
finish with some errands to the Blue Feather Society. And I found
that's-
some strange happenings at the Blue Feather Society. Are you looking at him at all?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm looking at him.
All right. So basically, yeah, he's looking like into your face, like as if he's searching for truth or whatever. And I found some strange happenings at the Blue Feather Society. It seems that Madame Abigail and Mademoiselle Sylvie cannot leave.
Oh. Mademoiselle Sylvie as well. Huh.
Yes. Mademoiselle
That is
Sylvie Belrose.
unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I didn't mean to do that.
So you admit it? You were the
Yes.
cause.
I was the cause, yes.
Why?
Well, she wouldn't let me in.
What?
She wouldn't let me in. I was told that I was expected there to give a lecture. And when I arrived, she threw me out. And I can't have that, can I? I didn't mean, though, to catch Miss Mademoiselle Sylvie. I will rectify that.
But if you were invited to speak, then why would she throw you out? I don't understand.
Neither do I. She seemed to think I came at an inopportune moment for her, and she seemed to think I was some kind of servant.
That does not sound like Madame Abigail.
Well,
I've worked with her before.
I have only met her that once, and as I said, if you want to have intercourse with the occult, it's not a good idea to insult someone who dabbles with it. It can have consequences, and she's learning that now. Serapio, that was a very mild curse.
But I thought we were to put our abilities and our resources towards higher things, not to just fling mild curses out.
Of course, but I cannot have it known throughout London that it was fine to insult me. I will not have that.
I see.
I will, however, of course, get Miss Sylvie out of there. It might mean that I have to break the curse. But I think Miss Abigail might have learned her lesson. We'll see.
Serapio doesn't say anything, but he looks disturbed at this. I will,
Serapio, I've never claimed to be a particularly good person. I am a very powerful occult practitioner, you cannot be that while being a good person. There are always things you have to do. And sometimes you can just ignore that, like Raphael did. He ignored a lot of the consequences that his doings had. And I know the consequences. Miss Abigail is confined to her house. She's not dead. She does not have weird pustules. She's not desperately in love with me.
All right.
She's not even physically disabled in any way, shape, or form, besides being confined to her house. She'll make do, and it will wear off in a year or two, I think.
I think I'm a little bit more disturbed at your callousness at someone not involved being, how do they say, collateral damage.
I have said I will rectify it. I did not mean to do it. The collateral damage I will address. What did you expect me to tear my hair and disavow my powers from now on?
No. But
good.
I will dispense with my remaining duties with Madame Beaumont and her shop before I come to study with you.
Yes, if these things I do disturb you, I don't know what to tell you. This is a choice you will have to make for yourself, and you will also have to choose what to do with your powers eventually and how to use them.
Yes. It is always about choice, isn't it?
Exactly. And I will leave you the choice with the full knowledge of who and what I am. Many would not.
I guess that's all I can ask for. And I appreciate it. And he turns away to hail another cab out of Belgrave Square, but he just kind of like, as you go into Hargrave House, he just kind of turns back and looks at you with just a very stricken look. Like he's trying to make a decision and he's not sure what it's going to be.
Yeah, neither am I. Or should I roll something? No, probably not, right?
No, because you don't even know, and you probably Felix, Mordecai might not care. So
he kind of cares. Yes, he wants Serapio to be his student, but he also doesn't want to force him into something he doesn't want to do.
Sure. And he also doesn't know anything about like that little offer that was made after the masquerade ball. So there you go.
No, he does not.
Nope, absolutely not. Alrighty. So you go into Hargrave House and you will contact your forest. Okay.
Yes, I will go and talk.
That is where you will make your approach and your roll. Yep. So.
Should I do it now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm rolling with sensitivity. What's my sensitivity? It's a 2. Let's go. Come on, Fox. Be nice to me. It's a 7. It's not particularly great, but I'll take it. It's better than a 6.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, it's a 7 plus 2, so it's a 9. I mean, it's not that much better, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It feels better,
Mm-hmm. So let's see, 729. Let's take a look at that move. Pardon. For a sense, on a hit, you may ask a single question regarding what you touched, listened to, or experienced, and the keeper may answer with as much or as little detail as they wish, providing it in the form of a clue if they so choose. And on a 7 to 9, as above, but the ritual leaves a mark on you. Gain the condition forest for the trees. Okay. So, forest for the trees, and what kind of question exactly do you want to know?
Yeah. She said the forest is coming. Can I ask what does that mean? Or should I be more specific? Because I could also ask which forest is coming.
Like that. Yeah, I think I like that one better.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Then
let's go
that's
with
the
that
question.
one. And let me give you an answer. Give me a second. Are you asking in your forest? Like, how does this look? Like, how does
I mean, the
this...
forest is in a pot, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay.
So I
But are you
am,
touching it? Are you, like, just...
yes,
Okay.
I am sort of extending my hand towards the forest. It's a real forest, so I can't actually, if I touch one of the trees, I might get sucked in. So I'm a little bit more careful. Or maybe I'm not that careful. Maybe I touch it and I get sucked in, and I am in the forest for a bit. However that looks from the outside, I hope Laura isn't watching. She probably is, though.
It's basically where, for the 7 to 9, let me see. Where's for the trees? I think what we see from the outside as you get sucked into this, we see the forest, like, extending tendrils, not only on your hand, but into your hand. And we almost see them, like, kind of go in like veins into your fingers. And
I'm sure that the entities really enjoy that.
Oh yeah, because they're feeling it around, and you're sort of feeling it too. And let's see, what's the clue? The clue is...
And that would be a clue for the mastermind.
Yes,
thing, right?
yes, yes.
Cool. Nice.
So I think you're brought into the forest because all of a sudden you find yourself in the middle of this glade of trees. And it's dark. It's possibly snow-covered inside. And there seems to be pathways, like in between the trees, but they don't seem to be going anywhere. And you are on one of the pathways in this particular glade. And I think in the glade, in the center of the glade itself, you see a single rue plant. And it's growing.
What?
Rue.
What?
R-U-E.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just growing. It's just growing there.
Oh.
And you'll hear somebody approach from the opposite end of the glade, like through the trees. And it's Queen Victoria.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, she's not dressed like, in full, like, full finery or anything like that. She's dressed in kind of like regular house dress, maybe a tiara on her head just to kind of indicate her station, but like not fancy or anything. You dreaming here too?
I am not precisely dreaming. I came here on purpose.
I see. I have been getting these dreams of late.
Huh.
Do you hear the voices?
Do I hear the voices?
You hear whispering, but just as easily could be your entities, like, kind of like enjoying themselves. Who the hell knows? But she will. If you say no, then she'll say, "Oh, well, that must be fine for you then."
What do the other voices say?
They all say the same thing. You'll regret what you've done.
Oh. And do you know what they are talking about?
I wish I knew. I believe... No, it couldn't be. It couldn't be at all.
That is usually a sign that it actually is, and you just don't want it to be.
And she just kind of like looks around as she kind of contemplates where you are and what this is. I wanted them to give me a trade route through here. I wanted them to give me a way through this place. Expansion of the Empire. You understand, don't you?
Of course I do.
Why should I regret doing that?
Sometimes our actions have consequences and hit unexpected targets.
Well,
and you can regret that even if the original action is not something you think was wrong.
She thinks on this, and she will say, well, I suppose I must continue my journey until I wake up yet again.
Oh, well.
You know where you are?
Oh, I'm in the forest.
Yes.
Obviously. But I do not know what forest this is. That's what I came here to find out.
Oh, it is the forest that, and as she tries to tell you what it is, you feel this gale force wind like just blow through you both. Like it's a storm and it gets more severe as it goes. Blows the snow in your face. Blows some dry dead leaves in your face. And you're separated from each other as the whirlwind snowstorm, whatever the hell it is, just kind of sweeps you up, back, around. You don't even know what direction you're in. And you're kicked out and back to, you see what the little forest in the potted plant is doing to you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. Well, that was unusual. I think I want to find someone and tell them that I just talked to Queen Victoria in a dream. Her dream, precisely.
Yeah, I'm like writing this in here.
Mm-hmm.
Replant vision with Queen Victoria hearing, you'll regret what you've done.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep. All right. So, what to now, folks? Oh, it's hitting on the hour. Do people want to break now, or do we want to push on for like one more scene and then a break? What do you think?
We can do one more scene. I still got my blue milk, so.
All right.
Dusk phase.
I'm sorry?
Dusk phase? Answer a question
okay.
and then...
All right, we want to get to the dusk phase? Sure, absolutely. Let's get to the reference sheet. Okay, so dusk phase, we start with answering a question if you have collected enough clues and wish to do so. So, which one do you want to answer, or answer first, however you want to do it?
Pinkerton.
Pinkerton? Okay.
Pinkerton, yeah.
So, the question is, what unsavory scheme is Taggart pursuing while he's in London? You resolve the threat by confronting Taggart with his shady dealings and convincing him to leave London. This is a complexity 4, and you have 7 clues available to explain. An American newspaper with salacious headline naming Taggart, rumors of an American inquiring about rare coins at the city's auction houses, a collection of forged traveling papers, a clue from a vulnerable move, a ticket for transatlantic passage with an inconsistency, expensive feminine perfume, and a dog-eared Bible with handwritten notes. What is he doing?
I think he's pulling a lost heir scam.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Claiming to have found the lost heir to some fortune.
Ah, okay. The Anastasia Gambit.
Oh,
all right.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he's got some young woman who is traveling separately from him.
Mm-hmm.
Thank goodness for her sake, whoever she is, because God, can you imagine? Given what we've established about his personal habits.
Awful. God's awful.
Yeah, and Nate cannot have been a pleasant or comfortable traveling companion in any way during all this.
Remember, he said he traveled with the stinking Taggart. He held it together. Anyway, go ahead.
Yep. And then he slaughtered people at the docks. So much for any sympathy I might have had for him on that score. But anyway,
Yeah.
So I think the salacious headline
Hmm.
might have been something implying that Taggart was what was what was doing something that would damage the honor of some young woman.
Mm.
Because she was seen in his company.
Yeah.
And
I will
that
I will ask if you don't want to try and come up with a clue wholesale, for that vulnerable move one, then I can pull from one of the unused clues in the list already. So that's up to you as well.
good to know.
Okay. So
On the forged traveling papers would be
for her,
giving her the name needed for the scam.
right.
And that's the inconsistency in the ticket for the transatlantic travel, because that's how she came. That's how she came or is coming.
Yeah.
And the inconsistency is something to do with the name, probably.
Right. And
Yeah.
of course, expensive feminine perfume. It's like, why the hell is it with Taggart? And that's why, maybe
Yep. It's
doll her up a
to
bit.
complete her disguise, so to speak.
And the auction with the rare coins, that might be an opportunity to meet the mark, actually.
Ooh.
He wanted to know if the person they wanted to bamboozle would be there.
Like the parent or the guardian or whatever that has control
Right.
over the money, the executor of the estate.
Yeah.
Got it.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Like it.
I think that
the Bible.
No, I was going to say that the dog-eared Bible might be the young lady's. Like, she's studying scriptures and verses to, like, she thinks that she's actually this heir. And she's trying to remember these things and just kind of, I'm going to meet my family, so I need to know.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe that's actually the Bible from the family, but it's now hers. He's giving it to her. And she's trying to remember and writes notes in it.
Oh, gosh.
I love that. That poor girl.
That poor girl. Oh, God.
He must have found some girl who had a head injury or some other reason that she
doesn't remember.
Might not remember.
Yeah.
And saw an opportunity.
Yeah. So again, I offer one of the unused clues from the Pinkerton already, or you can come up with a completely new one for that vulnerable move. If you want to.
I kind of like the challenge of working in the ones we haven't tailored. I'd be happy for a random one for that.
Okay.
If other folks are.
For the
for the TBD that we still have.
Yeah.
All right. I had this one ready to trigger if you guys were going to investigate, so I'm going to plug it right here. Stories of Taggart regularly meeting with prostitutes, but not for sex.
Oh.
He was looking for a good candidate for this scam. He found out about this family, or this family or executor or whoever who was looking for this lost heiress.
Yeah.
And he was looking for someone who would make a good candidate.
Yeah.
Or what the executor might want in a good candidate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think this looks good.
One point on the young woman, rather than saying head injury or amnesia, it might be that she was just on a down on her luck. And he comes offering, like, don't you know who you really are? Like, you're secretly a princess and nobody told you. Let me go take you to your real family.
You have a passing resemblance to this
And if she was if the heir disappeared when very young, then the whole
Mhm.
your secretly a princess thing works.
I love the secretly a princess.
Oh
That's
my
always a good
God,
show.
can
The
you
poor girl.
imagine? That
Because
poor
this
girl.
also gives Taggart, I don't know, we think that he's kind of like a sleazy clown, but this gives
Mhm.
him a little bit more of a competent, insidious like nature that he
Yeah.
could actually
Because he's
sell someone on this.
well,
Mhm.
because he's also been back and forth to London
Mhm.
before, so this is not
Yeah.
his first tie here, right? So I mean, like
Yeah.
he's done
Mhm.
other shit besides this, besides like trying to do the bounty on Ellie. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, he's an all around scumbag. So yeah,
Yes.
so you know that this is his scam, and would you be confronting him as he's trying to pull off the deal or before the deal even happens, right? Because then you got to find the girl and make sure that she's not going to get, caught in the crossfire or whatever the hell's going to go down. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
Oh, it's definitely in the middle of when the deal is going
of
down.
course it is,
Of
because
course
why
it is.
not?
Drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drama!
Yeah. Poor girl.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, like, so you know what it is, but I
Yep.
want to know. Well, you know what? I can have
Let's
you roll, and then we discover how dangerous this is going to be once you
have
roll.
one question.
Yeah.
How does Nate know? Or, I mean, he was with Taggart. He has to know something, right?
Right. I think maybe. Hold on. Let me because I said Pemberton Potts is involved in some way. She knew something, and she invited someone. I
Mhm.
think. I think she sniffed out Ellie's precedence,
Mhm. Mhm.
and she traced back to Nate, and she invited Nate, finding out what happened to him, and
Mm.
managed to get him a ticket to
Mhm.
London. He just happened to like travel with Taggart, and
Okay.
like they
Mhm.
they like traded names, like like, oh, I'm hunting, I'm trying to find this person, and he's like, oh really, yeah, so am I, that kind of thing. So it was
Okay.
like a
Mhm.
serendipitous meeting.
Mhm.
And that's how it happened.
Okay.
But
And
he may not know about Taggart's schemes.
yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think revealing to Nate how much of a scumbag Taggart is would definitely be a nice bow on this whole thing.
Hmm,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
for sure.
Yeah. Your grief and desperation caused you to make common cause with that.
That exactly. Yeah. I mean, like again, like he didn't know. He was just like so vengeful against Ellie. It's like, oh, well, I don't care about it. Okay, this guy wants to find her too. All right, sure. Um, yeah. So, okay. So who's gonna roll?
I mean,
Probably
Ellie's got a role,
ought to be
right?
me. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's basically it's a complexity 4, so you would have to do a +3.
Brace for impact. Okay. 9.
Okay. 9.
I think it's going to get dangerous, but I think we can live with a 9 on that. Or
Mhm.
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That I think we've rarely had anything dangerous. I think the common was dangerous, right?
Yeah, I mean, like you guys had a full on
Mhm.
stealth mode assault
Mhm.
on the coven, which was
Yeah,
great.
right. Wasn't
That was
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like if you're planning on doing this, like you have to figure out like where it's going down, like this final deal, and be able to confront him and either take him out or convince him to leave. Um,
At or near the auction house,
oh, that's a good question. Yeah, I don't know.
maybe.
Or was the auction house just how he was meeting?
Mm,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Harbor then?
Yeah.
Hmm.
If she's supposedly just arrived. In
Maybe
fact,
she is
she
just
arrived
arriving.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, no, that's a good point, Sabine. I mean, like, maybe she
Mhm,
is just arrived. That's why she didn't come with them,
mhm.
is because, like, she's arriving on a different, you know,
Yeah.
whatever.
Hmm.
Or the executor is like he was tracing down like when the executor was coming back or something.
Mhm.
The
But
executor maybe has been in America looking for the heir
hmm
and is just coming back.
yeah, exactly.
Uh, and so Taggart's going to bring this poor girl to the docks to meet right there.
hmm and probably in an abandoned warehouse because there's tons of those there. Uh,
Let a lawyer meet in an abandoned
I
warehouse?
don't know. I mean, like, what, like, okay, well, like, what do you suggest? I
I
mean,
mean,
like,
I was gonna go full Anastasia and say it's an opera house. She's there dressed in
Yeah.
her decadence,
oh,
preparing to meet with her real family, like at a social event. It means that we can't necessarily guns in go in guns blazing because
mm,
there are civilians around. If we have two Americans with the quickening, who might be on a hair trigger, it'd be
Might be interesting.
dicey.
hold on.
I think we could still use the auction house, well, because why not? Why use an opera house when we have the auction house right there?
Okay, yeah, we have an
So
auction
Taggart
house.
could just drag the girl there to meet
hmm
her lawyer benefactor
Oh,
guy.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
Spring her on him, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, and
mhm.
it's still kind of like populated because if it's during
Yeah.
like auction house hours, I mean, like there's gonna be people
Mm,
there.
yeah.
So yeah, okay.
But
And
also there are
oh,
back rooms and stuff like that.
yeah,
So
but also too, how horrible is this? I mean, a deal going on in an auction house where they're
mhm,
oh,
Yeah,
mhm,
gross, so gross.
mhm,
Okay.
this feels
mhm.
this feels right.
Oh, this feels so inappropriately appropriate. God damn. All right. Yeah, sure. Okay, a 9. Sorry. Oh God. Ugh. We need to give this chick a name, like, and the family that she's associated with. Her real name and the family name, the lost the heir family name. Let's see.
um, Pennington.
A lot of P's in this
Oh yeah,
series. Let's
okay.
go for something else.
Yeah, you're right. Griswold.
Griswold, I like that. Okay,
Okay, so the Griswold family.
Griswold
Yes.
family. Okay,
What's
and
a
what's
good
their girl's
American
name?
name?
Yeah, um,
Um,
Harriet, maybe
oh yeah.
Harriet. So the heiress, lost heiress's name is Harriet, but what's
Yes.
this girl's original name?
Grace.
Oh man. All right. So, oh, and the executor. Let's see. From the family or just a lawyer, like a lawyer representing.
It's more emotional if it's a family member.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, mm,
More of a
Maybe an
hook to the more of emotional hook to the scam, I want to believe.
yeah, an uncle maybe.
okay,
Uncle is good, yeah.
uncle. All right.
Let's see. He needs a name. Uh
Algernon
Oh,
or
Ooh.
Algernon.
Algernon is great.
Algernon's
Yeah.
yeah.
Uncle Algernon it is. All right, great. Okay, perfect. Ugh, okay, so. Alrighty, let's look at this reference sheet again. Okay, answer to
Mhm.
question. Resolve any playbook moves or special moves that are resolved during the dusk phase.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh I think
Oh, what do you
it's
have left on
probably a
you?
good idea to use a personal quarters item here.
Yeah, marked by
Um,
Erica.
because I definitely don't want to mess this up.
Okay.
Um, I'm going to use the roll of throwing knives with the lock of Cora's hair
Okay.
tucked into one of the pockets.
All right. With advantage.
So would I be
I'm not going to use marked by Erica against you.
okay?
That's a separate thing. Especially after being so relaxed after Lansing. So anyway. So advantage.
Okay. Whew, that's an 8.
Okay. Drained.
Yep.
Mm,
I can live with drained.
okay.
I very frequently have.
Yep. Oh man. But of course, when it really counts. So fun. Oh man. Okay. Sorry, I'm so excited. I'm assuming London night phase, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So you
Can we
will
maybe take our break now?
Yes. Hold on. While you're taking your break, it's like, try to decide what you're planning on doing for night phase, like what each of you are going to accomplish, and I will pick out an unseen for us to do.
Mhm.
Okay?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that'll be what?
Hmm?
What's up?
I just decided that I want to, because this is so important to Ellie's story, I want to bump that roll.
Okay.
I'm going to
Okay.
take the Darkened Threshold Mask of the Future.
Okay.
Whoa.
What does that do?
Ooh.
I mean, like, what do
Oh,
you
no, wait a
do?
second. No, not the Darkened Threshold. No, I'm going to go with the Mask of the Past
Oh,
about the incident where I received the Quickening. I'm going to go with
okay.
that.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
So Mask of the Past.
As I
And
say,
that'll
Darkened
be.
Threshold is when you hurt an innocent, right?
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, and I
no,
thought that
we
might be
don't want
interesting here,
that!
but I don't actually want to do that in this circumstance.
Because there's going to be at least one
There's going to be a
innocent
lot of
here.
innocents around, and
Poor
I don't
Grace.
want to
Yeah.
muddle up.
Or Uncle Algernon. Oh god damn. No,
Yeah.
let's not do that. Oh boy. Because I will say it's like if anything happens to those people, I mean, I'm not even gonna give them plot armor. I'm gonna be like, if anything happens to those people, they're gonna be repercussions.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna say that right now.
Mhm.
So anyway,
Cool.
go ahead, take 10 minutes, and then when we're back, then again, just decide what you're gonna do, and I'm gonna pick out an unseen. All right, see you in 10. All right, so let me find out from each of the players what their characters plan on doing for night phase first before I reveal the unseen that we're gonna do for tonight. Mordecai, what the hell are you doing?
I mean, I guess I'm coming with Ellie and whoever else is going to confront this Taggard character, just in case he has more tricks up his sleeve than we all thought. And also, maybe I can stop a bullet or two, something like that.
Nice. Okay. You did it before, you can do it again. All right, Ellie.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm going to that attempted handover in order to put a stop to this fraud and send Taggart scuttling back to America with his tail between his legs.
Damn straight. All right, Felix.
I am going to the auction house as well to hopefully see 2 confrontations in one evening.
Just to see the fur fly.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
Oh, I wonder what happens if I go with turn and turn again and see if there's any magic and twist it. Because there is magic. It's just not Taggart's.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, right? So yeah, I might do that just, to be on the safe side that Taggart isn't pulling any shit.
Mm.
I don't know about Felix's manipulation.
Nope.
Must be charitable.
Lack of communication.
Yeah. Yeah. Lack of
Yeah.
communication. Sure. Okay, great. Okay. So, Unseen. C51 on the Unseen page is an evening promenade in Covent Garden. Covent Garden houses a large market, selling mostly fruit, vegetables, and fresh flowers, recently covered by a new market building. While most of the stalls have packed up by the time dusk falls, the area is still abuzz with visitors. Both the Royal Opera House and the Theatre Royal can be found here. And while it has been cleaned up, its image a little, it It still has a reputation for hosting ladies of the evening. Paint the scene, of course, is everyone. That's first prompt. Second prompt will go to Sabine. Third prompt will go to Kathleen. Fourth prompt will go to Mike. Okay. Come on. Alrighty, so okay. Alright. So before we start night phase in earnest and I read out the first unseen prompt, does anybody need to do any excuse me, preparation to get ready for this? I want to know how you bring out your friend Bill Walker. Felix.
There is a knock on Ellie's door.
One moment. Ellie opens the door. She is dressed as a lady for once, to go out.
And Felix is dressed as a British businessman. Probably the most subdued that you've seen him dressed. He is not pleased. But he recognizes that this evening is important to you.
Yep.
Do you need insurance for tonight? Are you ready for it all to end?
Well, it's not all going to end until deal with Nate sitting in that cell, but definitely ready to get Taggart off my back. Insurance is no bad thing, though.
And are you willing to go further? Felix will extend a simple hand. Would you like to take advantage of fleeting touch?
No.
Okay.
Insurance is one thing. I don't wish to, I want to be honest between the two of us. I think I might not like the price of that insurance.
And I give such wonderful gifts, though. And then there's a knock at the front door. Speaking of, there's an additional associate who's familiar with Taggart who will be able to help us this evening.
Oh, good. Okay.
Felix will go down and open the door himself and introduce Bill Walker.
And I think how he presents is like Nate thinks he's Nate, obviously, and he will have this kind of, nobody can really see it because of the Fey magic, but he presents himself as like, pretty neat looking for an American. I mean, like, just not suited up, but just like, regular like trousers like tucked into boots, and then like loose shirt, and kind of like looks like he's hefting a a pistol like at his hip, and has a hat, like not the disreputable hat, but like just a regular 5-gallon whatever, and just kind of like looks like he's tipping. It's like, I'm here.
Right on schedule. Please meet Miss Fletcher. And the way that Nate probably hears it is just meet whatever name is more comfortable for him.
Right. Probably kind of glosses it over, and like when you introduce him, like he hears his name, but like you say Bill Walker.
Yeah.
And he'll actually extend a hand to you, Ellie, and he just doesn't see you. He sees like he sees like a lady, like maybe like he knows that you're not British, maybe he recognizes
Yeah,
as
I
American,
have an
but
American accent, but
right.
I mean,
So
America has rich people too, so
yeah, exactly. Maybe you're one of the socialites or whatever that kind of comes over and
Coast
whatever.
elite,
Exactly, and
because I am.
yeah, he'll shake your hand.
Yeah,
You know,
and yes, I will. I will absolutely. Pleased to meet you, Mr. Walker.
how'd you do?
Very well, thank you. And you?
Ready to do whatever needs to be done.
Yeah.
To the auction house, then. A lovely carriage ride for all of us.
And he just kind of like, under his brow, he kind of looks at you, Felix, like, and as maybe Ellie turns away or whatever, and like he'll ask you, will it truly be fine in the morning?
In this morning, you will have cut off all attachments from your past and be able to start anew.
And he nods. All right.
One more thing, Mr. Walker. You will have to make that choice. All I do is present the opportunity.
How will I know?
You'll know when the time comes.
All right. Let's get this over with. And he heads over to the waiting carriage. So, you travel with Mr. Bill Walker?
Does he count as a side character?
Why?
Fleeting Touch works on side characters.
What? Come on now. Did you already make him a follower? I mean, like, how much more can you do for this guy? Come
all
on.
All right.
He's already a follower, dude.
We'll let it pass.
Stop trying to catch more stuff. God dang it. I let you get away with a lot. You have to admit that, Mike.
You do.
Yes. All right. First prompt. God dang. All right. Paint the scene. As crowds gather for evening performances and market porters clear down stalls, describe how this place is a crossroads for all strata of London society. And this prompt is for everyone. An evening promenade in Covent Garden.
I think that aside from the Royal Opera and the Theatre Royal, there are a couple of street entertainers as well. One of them is a puppet show that is doing a very bare bones parody version of what's playing at the Royal Opera House. And then there are children, both like young street urchins and maybe wealthier like heirs who have snuck away from their parents and their guardians so that they could see the body puppet show. And they don't really care about what the others are wearing, but they're all there laughing at the same jokes and enjoying the show together.
There are benches for people to sit on and just enjoy the air or the lights and the river. Well, maybe not the river. But you can see on these benches, you can see a variety of different people, and you can see two old men. They're not precisely sitting together. I mean, they're sitting on the same bench, but they're clearly not together. One of them is an old, you think military person who has kind of like the medals and stuff like that. Sits very straight. Has a very glorious mustache. And next to him on the same bench sits an old porter or someone, or former porter, and just really threadbare clothing, hunched over. So that's very different. But he also has a very glorious mustache.
Okay.
I think we see a very literal interaction of the classes as the posh people pull up in private carriages and tip waiting ostlers to look after the horse and carriage. Uh, they're as neatly dressed as they can afford to be because they know they're going to be in direct contact with the quality, but they're very much on the other end of society, and depending on their individual temperament and their read on the people they're serving, they're either obsequious or cheeky, whatever they think is going to get the best tip.
All right. So I think as we close out of that scene at Covent Garden and we fade into the approach to the auction house, um, it's dimly lit this night, and the lamps are lit on the street near it. There's like still that of course the hovering soot fog that is over London, of course, and you know, um, there's several carriages that like kind of roll up to the auction house. Um, Still working, still people like having deals and wheels and deals that are happening, and then there's a furtive carriage coming down the street, and I think you'll see from wherever you position yourselves that Taggart, in his ill-fitting wear, will step out of one of the carriages and bring a hand to someone. Looks young, looks feminine, and when I say young, I mean like possibly in her 20s maybe. Like gently step down, tentatively step down from the carriage as well, behind him, like with a veil over her head, as well as like kind of wearing uh, like a thick cloak, and like looks like a fine dress underneath. Um, but yeah, like he'll help her down from the carriage, and they go into the auction house. So, or at least that's what the camera sees. I mean, where are you guys situated? Are you in the auction house? Are you just outside? What are you doing?
I was picturing the confrontation inside the auction house,
Okay.
so we're probably in there.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we can find a private room for the confrontation, but who knows? We'll see how it shakes out. They'll probably want to conduct this introduction or reintroduction in private, so
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Felix is probably inside doing some side uh auctioning. It's not side betting. He's there putting in
bidding,
bidding.
side
Thank
bidding.
you. He's there putting in bids and just keep up appearances as someone who's supposed to be here.
Yes.
And I imagine that he's identified. Oh, what was his name? Uh,
Algernon Griswold.
Algernon Griswold. He's identified Algernon.
Right. I mean, basically, you can tell definitely because one, he looks American, and two, I mean, like well dressed, posh American, and also two, he's not really bidding. He's watching out for like some other people and all that kind of stuff, but he personally is not doing any bidding whatsoever. He might have agents in the audience or whatever doing the stuff
Hmm.
for him, but he's actually looking outside of the room that he's in and just kind of like watching out for stuff. And
Hmm.
maybe you spot him, see something, and then he surreptitiously slips out.
Hmm.
And that's probably when Taggart and the woman, the young woman, will be coming in through the side doors or whatever.
Mm.
So
And then where's Mordecai?
yeah,
Oh, I think Mordecai's also watching the auction. Oopsie. Keeping his senses open to see what's going on. Um, and you know what? No, that won't work. Will that work? I mean, if we can direct, let me check something before I say what I'm doing. Um, would trap a specific person or creature allow me to draw Taggart and the girl into a specific room that we already have prepared?
Oh, interesting.
Mm.
Only if it
But I need to
works.
draw them there. But I have a cat, so that
Oh.
helps with drawing people to you.
Okay,
You know?
okay. If your familiar gives you advantage, I'm okay with this.
Yes.
That makes perfect sense because maybe the
Mhm.
girl is like, she loves animals.
Mhm.
And that's well within character. So, yeah, I mean, like, if you want to pull this
Okay.
trap, I will say you
Yes,
can.
I would do that.
Okay, so this is right, the right of salt and smoke with your
Yes,
familiar?
yes, with advantage with Emma helping out here. And right of salt and smoke is with sensitivity, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how that goes. Come on, Lux. It's a ritual. I have a cat. Okay, I have a cat. Yep. Okay, so it's 7 plus 2. It's a 10. It's a 9. It's not a 10. It's just a 9.
Okay.
Oh, and I didn't know if the forest for the trees was actually giving me disadvantage. I forgot about that. I'm sorry.
Interesting thought. Let me think. Not in this case, no.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, tell me what this looks like when you have Emma go and
Yeah, I think let me know if I think the other two know what I've told the other two what I'm doing, because otherwise that would be useless. And I think maybe Ellie is there with me, if that's okay with you, Kathleen.
Sure.
So I think I'm looking outside, and as soon as I realize that they're there, or maybe Felix gives us a signal, I will tell Emma something, and then one of my entities will walk through me, which is not fun, but And I guess I have a nosebleed now, but it's worth it. And the entity will go with Emma. And then when the girl gets in with Taggart, the cat will kind of meow and attract the girl's attention. You can see the spirit, the entity, flying around the two, kind of herding them towards the room we are in.
I don't think it's going to be a problem with the girl, with Grace, Harriet, sorry. So she's like actually like, oh, that's so cute. Oh, and then like, and she's like kind of making like, cooing noises to Emma, and like, she's trying to like, see if she can go ahead and follow her to pick her up. But of course Emma's getting out of her way, and then Taggart's like, "No, come on, we have to go back over here." And then like for some reason he feels like, "Oh, damn it." And then he's like starting to follow Grace Harriet without even realizing that he's being herded by the entity. So yeah, he's following along, and Emma's bringing them into the room that you want.
Oh, I have to give you a complication.
Okay.
I think so. The effect is short-lived, so they will just get into the room, but I can't
Yeah.
keep them in there. Okay?
Yeah. Yep. But that's for the other two to figure out. So short-lived.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're in the room, and like Emma's like jumps up on the table that's in here or whatever, and yeah. What do you?
I was waiting next to the door, so I was not immediately apparent when the door opened. And as soon as they're in, I'm closing the door and putting my back to it.
Got it.
Felix will signal when he wants to come in.
Yeah.
But they're not getting out
Yeah.
without going through me.
And I think Grace Harriet is still like veiled of a sort, like it's kind of like over her face and everything. And Bill has set himself up as sentinel in this room as well, but back corner, so he's not immediately seen either. And when you close the door, Ellie, do I do this now or do I do this later? Let's do it later. Okay. So yeah, you two have Taggart and Grace there in the room, and Grace is able to now like pick up Emma. Like, Emma seems like she's happy to let her do so because she's like scritching behind the ears and doing all the fun things. And Taggart's like, "Come on, we got to get to the meeting room with this Mr. Griswold. Stop this nonsense."
Evening, Taggart.
And he whirls around like, "What the hell?"
I know what you're trying to pull here.
What? I might
Your
be doing some
whole
deliberate business.
You're doing some business on false pretenses. And
I don't know
I
what
think
you're
you
talking
should
about.
know that people of a certain class do not take kindly to being scammed.
I don't know what you're talking about. If anything, you should be more worried about me hauling you back to America because you have a bounty on your head from your family.
You're not hauling me anywhere. You're going to be hauling yourself back to America with your tail between your legs. That's what's happening here, because otherwise you're going to be arrested for this scam here, and that's going to put paid to whatever other little schemes you have going on.
And Bill will come out of the corner and say, "Might want to listen to her, sir. She means business, and so do I." Then he kind of like moves his hip into the open so you can see the sidearm.
I have mine. It's in my reticule at the moment, however. Not something a lady can carry openly into an auction house, but
Yeah, but I
I
think
got it.
yeah, I think
It's a
his
large, heavy reticule.
yeah, just before anybody else gets into the room though, and just as Taggart's like about ready to pull Emma out past you, I think when he tries to pull Emma past, and pull Harriet past, and she drops Grace, I think that dislodges the veil a little bit, and I think when Bill sees her, it's like, and you see her, Ellie, you'll note that there's a very distinct resemblance to Cora.
Yeah, well,
Sabine,
anyway.
a young girl sells bouquets outside the flower hall, made up from the leftovers of the day's trade. Who comes to her to buy? And who are they taking the flowers to?
I'm sorry. Yeah, there I am. Okay. Um, I think in this instance it's a young woman actually. She's wearing a veil so that you can't see her face because she is the daughter of an old English gentry. However, they are not very rich, I guess, anymore. But you can't let people know, right? You can't let people know that you only can afford leftover flowers. That would be horrible. No, and so she buys these flowers and she's taking them home to her family, to her old father who's maybe been injured in some war or something, and just brighten up the room. And she won't tell him that these are leftover flowers, of course. She won't tell him that she goes on veil so people can't see that it's her buying the flowers and not buying fresh flowers.
So I think Felix, you and Mordecai see Mr. Griswold like notice what's going on outside of the auction room, and he gets up to leave and follow. He spots like Taggart and the young woman come in, but he looks confused, like where are they going? They're not, coming into where he thought they were. So maybe he's out in the hallway for a longer moment than he should be. So I don't know if you decide to catch up with him or what.
Yeah. Felix can approach and how are we gonna do this?
Yeah.
He will approach Algernon and say, Algernon Griswold.
Yes. Yes. May I help you? I'm actually looking for someone. And he kind of like tries to dart his vision back from you to where he saw them come in.
Trying to have a happy reunion, I believe.
Do I know you, sir?
No, you don't, but I am an inspector associated with a particular division of Scotland Yard. And we have reason to believe that you may be caught in the midst of a scam.
You mean you think that this is a ruse?
We have reason to believe so. However, it's better for you to listen for yourself. And we will go outside of the room where they're meeting, close enough so that he can overhear the discussion that's happening inside.
Got it. I mean, right now, Taggard's got like all sorts of deniability going on. So,
yeah.
And then Mordecai, are you with Felix or like following discreetly behind? What are you doing?
Yeah, I think I'm close to the room at least, so maybe Felix is coming up. And when he's coming up, that's when I'm doing the turn and turn again thing.
All right.
Oh, no. Okay, so let me, remind me again how this goes. When you're doing turn and turn again, you're doing this because why?
I'm doing it because I think there might be something odd here, right? Taggard is tussling with Ellie, and he might have some stuff up his sleeve, and I don't really want him to use that. So he might have an artifact, because we know he's shady as hell, right?
Yeah.
So...
so wait, you're like kind of like in a back corner behind Felix, but you're like doing the turn and turn again?
Yeah.
I think before you do anything, though, I think you feel a hand on your shoulder.
Okay. I will turn around and see who that is, who touches me.
You may not want to do anything right now. It's Magla saying.
And why is that?
Because you could upset a very delicate balance that is in that room right now.
And how would you know about that? What is your role in all this, my friend?
Because I know of a plan that's being set in motion, and I'm trying to stop part of it from happening.
And does it have to do anything with the forest?
Yes. Yes, it
That
does.
Interesting. I think it might be time for you to come clean. But I am very curious about what you think kind of balance you think is struck in that room over there.
There's someone in disguise. But if you change how they're disguised and what they know, it may be the cause of the death of quite a few in there.
Can you be a little more unspecific, Madelancholy? I'm willing to listen, but I need to understand what you are talking about.
He turns you around fully and he grabs you by the shoulders. Mordecai, please. You don't want to mess with Fey magic. Don't do anything. Please.
Fey magic, you say?
Yes.
I've messed with fey magic before. Maglasand, either you give me a concrete reason not to mess with fey magic, or I will.
There's a lichen in there. It's that person that was chasing after your friend, Ellie.
Nate.
Yes, but he doesn't recognize her right now.
Oh.
And that's because of the magic. If you change it, if you disturb it in any way.
Yes, then there will be trouble. However, someone did that.
It wasn't me.
And who was it? Kano, you said so much.
I think you know who did it.
Oh. Wow. I know someone who could have done it. Oh. I do not recognize any debt from your actions, Maglasand. But I will not forget that you did that.
I do it because of Nora.
Well. Yeah, I can see that. I will tell her, or you can tell her so.
Thank you.
Seems to have to talk to someone about lichens.
Yes. Go in with caution if you have to do anything.
Is Felix in there already?
I think you see him down the hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's outside with Mr. Griswold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. I will intercept them.
Okay. So, as you're doing that, Kathleen, what scenes of high drama do we see play out on the stage of the Royal Opera House? And how do we see these same tragedies and romances play out on the street outside?
Got so caught up, I didn't think in advance about this prompt. I think we see a young man and young woman at a grand party in the opera meet for the first time when she drops her fan and he returns it to her, and their eyes lock, and the music and theatrical conventions tell us very clearly that this is love at first sight. And outside, something similar is playing out as one of the stall holders, older woman, probably a widow, is closing up her stall for the night and drops the piece of wood that will secure the shutter in place. And another stall holder, a man who perhaps she's seen around but has never spoken to, picks it up for her, makes a little joke, and they get to chatting. Similarly, we see a young a young man in the opera confronting the loss of his beloved and making a terrible decision to destroy himself or not. Very theatrically, dagger in hand. And outside, we see an argument uh, between two people who had been walking together, and as one of them stalks away in a fury, and the other heads toward a bridge.
Back in the room, I don't know if it's heard, but definitely Nate will breathe, Cora. And I need you to roll, Felix, to see if the thing is maintained. Because if it's not, then Ellie's going to hear that.
Is Most Beloved in play?
Yes.
Let's see. What is the bad thing? This would be a night move?
Well, this is from the move itself, right? So, hold on. What does the move say for the
Roll with advantage when acting to maintain it. So
Okay.
it would still be
it would be a wash because like Most Beloved would cancel out the advantage.
okay. So it's a flat roll for now. Do I
Yeah.
want to mark anything from my personal quarters? I'm gonna mark off the alleged mermaid fin from the Dog and Whistle.
Okay.
Tapping into the mermaid's siren-like powers
Right.
as a fae in the hopes of keeping this very slapdash fae magic thing cobbled together. And that is... And so I get to roll with advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay. 3d6 plus 3. Wow. Wow. I don't know what to tell you. This has never happened before.
The Fae do
The
not
dice
Which
like
wanted
your
it.
style.
Which dice? You are such a
The dice
genius.
wanted it.
So do you want to narrate what happens before I decide whether I want to mark a mask?
Yes. You hear a growl coming from Bill's corner. Ellie, you hear him say, Cora, in Nate's voice.
Nate.
And then he turns to you
Nate.
as it starts to fade. And like you start seeing his features like, come through the Bill glamour. And then he starts to like the blink into recognition. And he will change. And as he changes, you won't get Cora again, you bitch! And then, goes for you right away. And if Taggard's in the way, he doesn't care. So it's going to turn into a major bloodbath.
Let's mark the cosmic passage. Let's bump that up to a mixed as opposed to a complete miss.
Holy crap.
Please.
Oh, God, cosmic passage. This is where you look upon the masterwork and see some weird shit and all that kind of stuff, right?
It just gives me a new move. It doesn't say that I have to narrate anything specifically.
Okay. Yeah. 7 to 9. Okay. So 7 to 9. Tell me how, like you sense from even outside that the control was starting to wobble, but how you kind of like fiddle it back, even as you're talking with Mr. Griswold.
It was only meant to stop someone from actively like perceiving things like related to Nate. It wasn't cobbled together to stop other key connections and the like. And as soon as Felix sees through the window her, He says, "Oh," uh, and swiftly tries to pull on whatever vestiges of divinity he's got left to try and keep it together. And then somebody grabs him on the shoulder to intercept because they said they would. And Felix turns to you, Mordecai, and you see him desperate.
That's your condition, Felix.
Desperate.
Yeah.
Ay.
Mordecai, help.
Well,
It isn't a command, it's just a plea.
yes, but he's still like, what if I don't?
They die.
We can't have that, right? What help do you need?
Magic. Now.
Give me your hand.
Fleeting touch.
Okay.
I give you a golden opportunity.
Okay.
You can mess with it however you want.
Okay. I think Mordecai will retract his hand and say, and now you've done magic on me. Instead of taking what you need. Felix, I should never have trusted you.
You have to be willing. If you don't want
Felix, I didn't want you to do your magic on me. You must have known that before doing this.
You can't
right?
possibly do it. You want to argue about this now?
No, I will go inside. We'll see what will happen. And then I will do that. I will go inside and ignore Felix.
Algernon is, I guess, just kind of watching this, being like, "What is going on?"
Right.
Pretty flabbergasted, yes.
Right, and
Yeah.
I think
Arguments
he's
about magic? What the hell?
exactly. It's like, but he's trying to listen in for, like, what's going on in the room, like not being seen or what have you. And yeah, I mean, like Taggard's like there and just kind of like looking at like Ellie, like what? I mean, like, nothing's going on here. Even as you both are kind of awestruck that she looks like Cora. So
with the mixed reaction, did it not
it succeeded.
break?
It succeeded, but it's on a wobbly. It's on
It's on an absolute hair trigger at this
It's
point.
on an absolute hair trigger right now. Something else could bring it down.
Okay.
So, yeah. So you can bring on something else exciting to happen before I bring on the last Unscene.
Taggard, I'm not going to let you play games with this young woman's life. I know what it is to be controlled, to be told who I am and what I should want and need. And I walked away from that.
And he comes up to you real close and he says, "But what if I give her a better life? And I just get a little finder's fee on the side. What the hell harm is that?"
Is it a better life? Money isn't the only thing. You knew that. I walked away from money. I walked away from the family and the position and the power, and I went to where I could be free and find love.
You
People
could
who
walk
love me
away.
for me, which
you could walk away, sweetheart. As opposed to some of these poor little birds that couldn't even get the hell out of town. So don't you tell me that you're like, you got the choice, because some of these poor little waifs didn't. I'm at least giving this little chick a chance.
Don't tell me you're doing this for her.
No, it's the finder's fee. The finder's fee is the amazing part. They're loaded. So I do this, I'm
Now,
sick.
what does she think hearing this? Because he may have forgotten that she's right there in the room or thinks she's too distracted with the cat. Also, my description of my past might be enough to break the glamour if it's
Yeah.
really wobbly
Yeah.
at this
Yeah,
point.
so this is a real
Because this
tenterhooks
is a
right now.
story that's real familiar to Nate. He's heard every
Oh yeah,
detail
oh
of
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah, yeah,
over and
yeah,
over.
yeah, yeah. Like so basically the tension in the room is like up really high. We like flash to Mr. Griswold. He's hearing this and he's like, he's getting really like, upset and offended. Grace, Harriet, Cora wannabe like is hearing this and she's like very upset. And then Nate Bill is like, you can see something happening like to the glamour as things are happening, and maybe this is when the door opens and like Mordecai starts to come in. But we're gonna go to the last unseen. Like in a gin palace later in the evening, sex workers and actors sit side by side, enjoying a drink after a busy night. How do we see the kinship they feel for each other?
I think that even though they may be dressed differently, we can see vestiges of makeup having been wiped away. They're both wearing the same type of comfortable clothing. Um, and they're both complaining about the audience. The sex worker is complaining about John's being very selfish. And the actor is complaining about an audience that just wasn't getting the work. I think as they express their frustrations that things they still have to go out, they still have to do the job, but at least somebody understands how frustrating all of this is and dealing with it. And in sharing that frustration, there's a kinship.
We fade to Grace's face. Wait, you mean I'm not? I'm not Harriet? I know those verses by heart. I thought I remembered them.
Sweetheart, you were being
What do you
used
mean?
by a very bad man.
What? I don't understand. I don't understand. She's getting upset. You're making her upset. And you hear this growl from Bill's corner as the glamour starts to fade, and you start to see a familiar face bleed through. Mordecai, you open the door and you see the shimmer, or like, happening in that corner as you recognize what's happening.
I'm trying to say, well, I'm looking at him and say, Mr. Walker, Felix wants to talk to you right now. Go and talk to him, please.
Girl's upset.
Yes, Felix is also upset. Please go to him. We will deal with the girl. It's going to be fine.
And he has a visible physical effort to drag himself away from his corner and like almost limp out of the room because he's trying to keep himself under control. And he's just keeping his eye on Grace. He's not even looking at you, Ellie. He's just pushing past all of you. And
this is where I make the possibly fatal for somebody mistake.
Of course you do.
Mm-hmm. He turns very slowly.
Oh.
You're supposed to be dead.
What? You're supposed to be in jail.
And his arm just flings out of the glamour completely. It's almost like his arm tears off the last of the Fey magic, and you can see everything. You can see, like, it's Nate. He's out of jail. He's right there, and he's trying to claw your face. Night move here.
Okay. Well, I'm presuming this is with vitality
Yep.
to
You be drained
not
though.
get
Just saying.
pardon?
You're drained though, just so you say,
I'm drained, but at least that's canceled out by the fact that I got hot. Actually, no. Wait a second. I bumped that. I'm not drained.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Never mind.
I had it written on the sheet, and then I didn't erase it when I took the mask. Okay. Or took the crown.
Okay.
Or mask, yes.
Yes. Okay. Got
Too
you.
many games.
Sorry.
Okay. So yeah, so I am rolling with advantage here
Right.
to not get my face clawed off and to try to stop him without at the moment hurting him.
Right.
Is my intent.
And I will say, like, as you're trying to do this, Taggart is trying to get the fuck away.
I have colleagues in the hall. I trust they can stop him. Okay. So I got an 8.
Okay.
So this is going to have some repercussions, but I'm not completely carved up here.
Oh shit, I forgot to do the whole, like, what could go wrong and da-da-da-da. Totally forgot to do all that kind of crap. But anyway, I mean, like, with a mixed result,
caught up.
You succeed in preventing him from clawing your face, but he is starting to get feral.
Yep.
Because he sees you. You're there.
Yep.
And yeah. Because you hadn't done that yet, right, Felix? You hadn't done that other part. What you wanted?
Not yet.
Okay.
We've got to get through this rough patch, and then
wow,
maybe we have that ending.
Okay. So
this is spiraled out of control.
Sorry. Anyway. You were right, at least that you knew it was the Lost Heiress. Okay, so anyway, Grace Harriet is like, trying to she actually will clasp Emma, like she'll get Emma out of the way and then like, just try to like duck in a corner so she's out of the fray. And Mordecai, I don't know how you're getting out of the fray, but you're not in there, but Taggart is getting past you and then trying to get into the hall.
I'm staying in the room. Okay. I have something I can do here.
Okay.
I mean,
what would you like to do?
I would like to trap Nate. I've done that before.
Okay. All right.
So that may help Felix out, but I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm thinking about Ellie.
Okay.
And it could go wrong.
You're assuming Ellie wants to leave the room if Nate's trapped here.
I'm not assuming that Ellie doesn't want to get carved up by Nate. That's what I'm assuming. If she wants to kill him, fine. That's her choice.
Right.
But I want to do the right assault and smoke.
Yep.
Does the forest interfere?
I think in this instance, yes.
Okay. I will use one of the items from my personal quarters. And I think what's helping me here is... Yeah, I think that makes sense. I'm using the ring set with the moonstone that I took from the coven. So I'm rolling with my sensitivity. Come on, guys. This is important now. It's a 4. Of course it's a 4.
Wait.
Damn it.
Oh, God. Oh, God. It doesn't say anything about a miss for the right assault and smoke, yeah?
No, it's just bad, probably.
Just me doing a reaction.
Yeah, just you doing it.
4.
I will maybe use one of my few remaining masks. Or maybe
you've also got a golden opportunity.
No. Or maybe I will use that. No, I don't think so. The way I was with Felix, that kind of excludes that, right? I could.
If you
somehow desperate.
Yeah.
How desperate I am. I mean, Damn it.
I love this move.
Yeah, I know.
4.
4 is not great. No,
I
I will use a mask.
okay.
I'm wondering if I can use the Azure Eyes mask though.
No, it has to do with
Okay.
with the
Okay.
threat you're dealing with.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so I can't use that. Huh. Let me check that move, Felix. Because if I use that move, we are not friends anymore. We could repair that,
Hmm? Yeah.
but not if I have to use that.
It would also be an I told you so. I knew you would fail in this moment.
No, I'm
Yeah.
using one of my own masks, I think.
Okay.
I've still got 3, you know?
Plenty.
That's plenty. Come on, what
Ah,
else could go wrong?
I got time. We
As,
I got
good.
as the
time.
audience in me is like ready to cry.
Okay. I think I will. This does not make sense. I'm just being stubborn. I could use the Felix thing and just eat crow, but I won't. I won't. I will mark the cosmic passage.
Look, I got you. I got you. You're still being the arrogant prick, even though it's like it's not on the
Yeah.
table anymore. I got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. So I will reduce my reason by 2
Oh my
and my
god.
sensitivity by 1. Raise it by 1.
shit.
And I think this is a really hard one. You know, we can see the entities. They are like, well, we've done that before, kind of like we don't want to do that again. And Mordecai has to actually wrangle them
and
through.
I think also
Yeah.
too they sense how much
Mhm.
you are wanting to do this because you care for Ellie, and they're like, fuck no.
Yes, that's perfect. Yeah. So I think when they walk through me, they make sure I remember that. I think we have at least a broken bone somewhere.
Yeah, we probably hear the resounding crack,
Mm-hmm.
and like Grace is clutching at Emma, and Emma's letting her do it. I mean, like Emma's actually comforting her. And you succeed. What does this trap look like on Nate?
I think it's basically like before that he just can't move, and I still have to choose something that isn't going too well.
Okay.
Uh, okay, I mean short-lived or less than I wanted, so he can still move, but not very fast.
Very
Might
fast.
help Ellie out. So
Yeah.
he is kind of trapped, but not completely. He's in his beast. He's in feral mode, so it's not that easy anyway.
Yeah. So I mean, like, you know, he's pretty feral, but like he's moving like he's like gravity is just so heavy, like it's just very slow, and you can see every single movement, Ellie, right? And you know, just to make sure that I deal with that part of it, Taggart is getting out into the hall. Felix, what do you do?
I scruff him. I grab him by the collar and slam him down.
Okay. Night move, please.
Okay.
With
What will go wrong?
vitality. So basically what will go wrong is that you know, he can pretty much, like, you know, shrug you off, like, you know, he's a Pinkerton, so I mean, like, maybe he's like just rougher and more ready than you thought he would be, and yeah, he will not only get away, but he'll also whip out his gun and yeah, shoot you. I
Okay.
mean, it's not gonna matter for you, but I mean, like, still.
No,
Or
but
no, actually, wait. The way it can really go wrong is that he shoots Algernon instead. If he can't have the finder's fee, then he's just gonna take out the contact.
okay. Hmm. Oh, you do have a point, Ellie. Ellie brings up a point in the chat that
Yeah,
I don't need to stop him. The point about the Pinkerton is just making sure that his scheme is ruined. He has
sure.
no reason to be here.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah, we'll
it's up
let
to
him
you.
get away. I think Felix being desperate for hope. Yeah, let him go. The petty criminal thing is kind of secondary to the very personal drama that is happening in this room.
I mean, he shoves both of you out of the way. He doesn't care. He's like, you monsters? Oh, fuck no. He's just getting the hell out, right?
I wonder if he even knew about the whole werewolf thing.
He didn't. He didn't. I mean, like, it's one thing to see, like, his companion whip out a gun. American. But it's quite another thing to see him turn into a werewolf. So, yeah. He didn't know about that part. Remember, he only talked to Taggart because of the name.
Mm-hmm.
Why was he going to tell him, like, what he did?
Yeah.
He's not. So, yeah. After being shoved out of the way, what would you like to do?
I think Felix does crowd control with Grace.
Okay.
Just pulls her aside and just deep breaths.
I'm not the heiress.
Does that matter?
I guess it was too good to be true.
Why did you want to be the heiress?
Just a different life.
Another chance.
She nods.
What are you willing to give for that?
She doesn't look at you, Felix. I thought I was remembering things. My memory's a little bit messed up since the accident. I don't think I would give anything at all. And her limpid eyes just look into yours. Very calm, very innocent, and she's giving Emma some scritches behind the ears. It's not worth living a lie. And she goes back to petting Emma.
How's it looking in that room?
Like whatever Ellie ends up doing, like, you know, with Nate.
Ellie is considering whether this is going to have to be only one of them gets to walk out of this room. She doesn't want to kill Nate, but she sees in his eyes the fury and the lack of reason. And as he starts to change, it's starting to change in her. Her teeth and her nails are longer and sharper. Her eyes are the vivid green.
And he sees that and he's goading you.
Catching
It's
the
like,
light.
yeah. This is the fight we want. Change, come on.
Don't want to have to do this. But if you're going to make
I do. But he's still moving like he's still moving like he's underwater.
Yeah.
Yep.
Felix is going to get in between both of the werewolves.
We're cat, thank you.
Yeah, werewolf, werecat, yeah. Cats and dogs.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a very fraught place to insert yourself, may I say.
Yeah.
But his suit gets torn off and he likes that because then he doesn't have to wear that anymore. It's fine.
Yeah, he steps in between them and commands them in just a voice that you haven't heard him use before. Cease.
And what's still Nate, what still is your follower, is just like dragged down as if a hammer hit him on the head. But the beast is like trying to rail against that, like he's clawing at the air. It's just like he's warring inside himself because the beast wants to get Ellie and he is following your direction, trying to stop.
Felix, there's only one way this is going to end.
And you will never live with yourself if you give in to those urges, either of you. Get past your petty brutality and see that there is an opportunity for a better tomorrow. Make the right choice.
And one eye is completely feral, and the other eye is human, and that eye is crying.
Ellie is pulling back to herself, crying.
I may not care for mortals. I may not have feelings like you do, but I'm sick and tired of seeing such garbage. You have such a chance. Instead of repeating the same cycle over and over and over. But I can't make you choose the right answer. Felix will take out Nate's gun and place it in his hand and step aside. Choose. And I will use Giveth. He has to make a choice.
You're just ordering him to choose?
Choose a new beginning or give in.
And you hear, like, he bows his head, and you hear, like, almost like literally a dogfight happening in him. Like, as if a human is fighting a wild animal inside him. And he's just kind of, like, clutching himself, and, like, the gun is in his hand, like, ready to fire. But he's trying to fight against where he plans on aiming it. And
Felix looks at Ellie. You're just going to let him fight on his own? I thought you cared for this mortal. I thought you
Such a
shared a
delicate
connection.
moment. I don't want.
For once in your life, take responsibility and help your fellow man.
Ellie kneels next to him, very gently lays a hand on his shoulder. She wouldn't want this. The last thing she would want is more blood. If she died of a fever and something had happened to me, you would have picked up. It would have hurt like hell, but you'd have moved on. You need to make peace with what happened. Please.
And as you say that, you hear a shot. The gun was underneath him. He shot himself. The animal and the
Ellie
human,
just dissolves in an absolute weeping mess.
the animal and the human stop fighting. And the form slides to the ground. The rest of the magic melting off of him. And you just see Nate once more. A pool of blood around him, under him.
Just gonna pull his head into my lap and stroke his hair.
I think Mordecai is getting up. Grabbing Felix. Let's leave them alone. We've done enough. close enough.
Phoenix lets himself be escorted out.
I think
Okay.
that's where we leave you, where Nate is kind of cradled in your lap as you're kneeling on the floor.
Yeah.
And the light of day starts to make its way across the sky. I'm not going to go through it individually, so just look at them real quick. On the dawn questions, you answered a question. Taggart, the Pinkerton is resolved, so you resolved a threat. If you think you experienced an echo in the night, you did. That's it. And if you think that you, in the cycle, from day through night, had done any of your dawn questions, then please mark them off, and then add them to your advancement track. Clear your dawn questions, and then change your elective dawn questions if you so choose. There are rewards for the Pinkerton. I'll do this real quick. Taggart's 1848 baby dragoon. He probably dropped it off in his escape, as well as one of his side knives, an adder carved on the handle. So either of those can be added to someone's personal quarters. And then the rest of them are mementos from the investigation. Ask another hunter what it is, or ask me, and then add it to your personal quarters. So.
I would like a memento, and I do have a thought or suggestion of what it could be. A lock of Nate's hair to go with a lock of Cora's hair.
Oh, yeah.
Mads, I'll let you make the call on whether
That's fine.
makes sense.
Yeah, that works.
Sabine,
Yeah.
what do you think Felix should get from this investigation? Aside from a heavy burden of guilt.
I think what Felix should take from this is Grace's veil.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I also need a memento, and I don't think I want a gun or a knife. Besides a broken arm. And can I punt it to you, Matt, or should I ask? I don't know, Kathleen, if you're up for thinking.
I can come up
into
with
it.
something.
I mean, I can give you
Okay.
give you something to.
Or Mads can. If you have an idea, Mads. I haven't
No,
come
I
up with anything yet, but
Yeah.
I just didn't want to intrude on your scene with the memento
no,
question.
that's
Kathleen.
fine.
Okay.
I got my drama moment.
Okay. I love that, your drama moment.
So,
Let's.
but golden opportunity goes away, right? Since
Mhm.
okay,
Yes.
And I
Didn't
don't
use it.
mark the masterwork.
and Mordecai instead put down broken arm because of your.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
Not from Taggart and not from Nate and not from Grace. It's going to be something from Algernon.
Ooh.
In gratitude for your role in helping prevent him from being scammed. He is, greatly upset by whatever the hell was going on in there that ended in a gunshot. Fortunately, he didn't see any of the mess that ended in a gunshot. Another man might have made it a a simple business card or something, but he knows he owes you. He doesn't quite understand what happened here. In appreciation, he's giving you an engraved silver pocket flask
Okay.
with his initials on it, filled with good American whiskey.
Okay. I think I might need that right now. Probably not, though. You don't. I don't want to get drunk when my entities are that upset. But I'll take it. Cool.
Just as a little epilogue, I think Algernon will apologize to Grace just because, that she was part of the ruse, an unwitting participant in it, and maybe she offers her services as a servant. I mean, she's not the heiress, but she can do work. And he agrees to take, I think, her on as part of the London household. Give her a trial, see how it goes. And I think Emma's still waiting there watching this happen, and Emma just gives a slight nod. I don't know what I'm going to name this. I don't know what I'm going to name this episode. Stars and Wishes. Hey, gods, if you have time.
Probably one of the more intense sessions.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow, indeed. I mean, it started out great with that vulnerable scene with Felix and Ellie, and it just didn't let up. I really love that Felix tried to pull one over on Mordecai and and kind of succeeded. So yeah, stars for this. I'm waiting. I have. Oh wow, I'm very curious to see how this goes forward. And then stars, of course, to you, Mads, for just setting all of this up, and to you too, Mike, for this whole, yeah, and I'm disguising him. This is gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be lovely. Everybody will just make the right choice because they're sensible people.
No.
Yeah, I really that was really great. Matt's that interference from Madelancholy, that was also kind of nice because that actually dropped a lot of hints about what Miss Pemberton Potts is up to. That wow, that was great.
Yeah.
That was really great. And Ellie, for you going through the whole thing and not pulling any punches on Ellie, that was wow. That was very emotional. I love that.
Well, I had a fantastic session. As I've said before, if I cry in character, it means that I, the player, am having a great time. And that is absolutely true today. This was always going to be a tragedy. There was never going to be a happy ending to this. That's just the nature of the story.
Which dice knew it?
Which dice knew it?
This was a horrible rolling session for you guys, and it was just like it knew it. Even for Mike, I was just like, oh,
it wanted the drama.
Which dice was not having it? Was not going to give you any leeway whatsoever today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And Mike, I enjoyed that vulnerable scene very much, and I really enjoyed the crashing down of Felix's brilliant plan.
Yeah, no, that was really cool to see.
That was terrific. And Mordecai, I really liked how angry Mordecai was with Felix. Because, I mean, that it's utterly in character. Uh, you don't you dare manipulate me. Don't you dare try to put one over on me. Don't you dare use me. I mean, that is Mordecai in a nutshell. And the fact that you didn't soften that for uh party dynamics or whatever was terrific. And that was just a great knocking of heads there.
Mhm.
Oh, one other thing to Mike, when you told Ellie to take responsibility for once, hammering on that theme that has been running through her story. Uh, that was the moment that snapped it from she doesn't know what to do to I have to comfort him. I have to try to reach him. Um, and Mads, my heart. Uh, Terrific session. Uh, the whole Nate storyline has been fantastic. And oof. And wishes. Now we can get back to just fun times as Hargrave House, hunting monsters without any personal hang-ups or ties or involvements or emotional messes or no? Not happening? I don't know.
I forgot my wishes. I mean, consequences of everybody's actions, clearly. Like seeing how this plays out. And also, Mordecai needs to free that woman he accidentally trapped, and he's not forgotten that. So, yeah, no. Because he can't just let that lie, not after everything he said. I mean, to Felix and others, no.
Mm.
Also, his reason is down now, so he's probably doing something rather hasty, I guess.
More impulsive, maybe.
Yes. Yeah. Well, thinking hasn't helped here.
Sorry. Yeah. From beginning to end, it was just like one hell of a roller coaster ride, and yeah, I know I instigated a lot of it and put in a lot of drama there, but the failure state was going to be completely wrong and completely bad. But this at least had the chance of it could go right, kinda, sorta, maybe. But
Yeah.
yeah, the die rolls were just against you guys. I mean, honestly, I mean, if they had gone better, probably would have gone more to
We marked a
plan.
lot of masks and still.
Yeah, I mean, how many people like had to do math? Oh God, yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh shit. It's a lot of calling back to the character's pasts, and not any more so than this episode. Holy shit. Um. So I hope everybody feels okay, and if you don't, please contact me, DM me. I mean, like, perfectly happy to talk about the back end of it, all that kind of stuff, because I get it. This is
Yeah.
it's a lot.
Mike hasn't done Stars and Wishes yet, have you?
No, I was gonna wait until Mads.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's all stars. It's all there's nothing that I can say that like, oh no, I wish it was something else. No, no, it was all everybody calling everybody else out and being like, very offended about, you know, just
Hmm.
like you're trying to get one over on me. Oh hell no, that sort of thing. And then, the confrontation with Nate and the way it turned out. I mean, just
Mm. uh Star to Ellie winning that vulnerable scene. It feels like this entire session has kind of been like the Felix failure hour where he tries to do a lot and it just does not work out. He loses in an argument about like, no, I don't have feelings. I don't care. I was happy to have an opportunity to shine a light on how inhuman Felix is just by virtue of like how old and how long and all the experiences. So being able to say that not discreetly, just like explicitly, this is why Felix is the way he is, and having someone call him out and like, you don't need to be this way. Uh and then when he shows that he does care and that he does try to do something good, he is bound by his nature to not force the choice. And the fact that the only way that he could actually actively help someone else is in this very, by its nature, manipulative gift just kind of shows that everything that he does is kind of tarnished by his nature. And I'm happy that this whole session kind of played that out.
Yeah.
Uh,
And if anything, Lansing had you pegged the last time, which is like, you care, you give a shit, you just don't want to show it.
yeah. And I think the how all of this wrapped up kind of shows why. Like when we started the Order of Azure Eyes threat, we figured out that Felix did undergo the hypnotherapy to forget about the guilt because he did actually care.
Yeah.
And now that this is showing up and Wish, um, kind of want to get a table read on this. Uh, he's dealt with a lot. Why not use the map room in this dramatic moment to escape all the consequences of his actions? Um, like just a stinger scene of Felix being like peace and then being replaced with evil Felix from a parallel dimension. Just like, I don't want to deal with these feelings. Someone else can deal with the consequences of my actions. Um, just get it. We can
I
talk
mean,
about it offline, but
Sure,
yeah,
sure, sure,
yeah,
sure, sure. Lead in for next time. Oh,
yeah.
noes. Okay.
uh Mordecai, 2 stars for you. One, refusing the golden opportunity on principle alone. Like, peak Mordecai. Just like, you don't tell me how to use magic. I use magic the way I want. And
Yeah.
then, um, honestly, the argument with Serapio, where it's like, you don't get it. I have power. I could be way more evil. The whole trapped in a house for the rest of your life thing is a minor curse, which is a horrifying concept, especially when you go on to list these are all the other terrible things I could have done. Give me a gold star for not doing those.
Yeah.
I mean, like the look
That was
of her,
great.
yeah, being horrified is like that.
And it calls back to that whole we're sure Mordecai is not turning into Raphael 2.0. Uh, and then Mads again, star for the drama. Um, Maglasang trying to like present the happy ending while dancing around, not interfering with his employer was fun to see. Um, and honestly, you pushed hard on the reactions. And I know you say that you do give us a lot of like leeway to get away with stuff. And like I appreciate that. But you also pushed back hard on reactions here, and I think that was good. It was what the story demanded.
Yeah.
And good session. Uh
Mhm.
this is like the slump in like your 3 act play where like everything has gone wrong and then
Mhm.
it's gonna get worse. But then we're the heroes and hopefully like it works out.
Are
Uh
you though? Are you? Pemberton
We're the
Not
Potts
the heroes
asked
London
that
wants,
at
but
tea.
maybe not the heroes London needs, but we might be the only heroes London has.
We are the protagonists.
There we go.
We don't need to
Protagonist-centered
be
morality.
heroes.
I mean-
we all could stand to learn a couple of lessons. So, but we're still the protagonists, and we need to save Queen Victoria from her nightmares, I guess.
Yeah.
The Queen Victoria cameo was completely unexpected.
Yeah,
But
right.
just recall the tea episode where Pemberton Potts did say, "Have to care for the people."
Yeah,
London.
right.
Because the loss of
Okay.
some could be
Mhm.
devastation for
Yeah.
them.
Mm. Okay.
There is a
all
reason she
right.
said it. And
Yeah.
I'm only giving that to you because we're coming down to the wire. And
Mhm.
as things go down, yeah. And what this means is I can still give you another threat if I wanted to, because day phase is coming next time. So we'll see what this ends up being.
The entire
Okay.
house is melancholy, and Pettigrew knocks on the door like, "I got another case for you, gumshoes." It's like, not right now, man.
Yeah.
Leave a letter. We'll read it later.
Yeah. Oh. I have a lovely one for you all. In this wonderful, beautiful, melancholy, vulnerable time. But
No,
we'll leave that for next time. Oh my gosh.
that sounds good. That sounds lovely.
Yeah,
We're
sure.
going to have fun. Maybe.
You guys are all great. Thank you for putting up with my bullshit because,
Yep.
damn.
I still
Thank
still
you
got
for
2 masks left.
running.
I mean, actually 3 if you count the last one where you die, but that's still a mask, right? That still means you will succeed. Just die.
Just remember, you still have like the other like move from the rooms in Taggard House, so yeah,
Yeah.
somebody could use it. Somebody, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Somebody could die and still come back.
Oh, right. Be buried in the garden and come back as a plant zombie.
That would be narratively appropriate for
Uh-huh.
Mordecai.
Yes.
And you get some
Absolutely.
sensitivity back, even better.
Oh, that's true. That's
Got
so
a lot
true.
of I got sensitivity coming out of my ears right now.
Even more so now.
I'm so sensitive. I'm so sensitive that I'm actually hurt that Felix tried to pull one over at me, even though I should have expected it. I should have known better.
Oh my
I'm
God.
disappointed
Can you
in
imagine?
myself.
Can you imagine? It's like, now you're really feeling it, and it's like, oh my God, what are you gonna cut?
No, this is actually what Mordecai is feeling about the whole thing.
What is Nora gonna be like looking at when
Oh.
you get home?
Oh, right. But I'm not a plant zombie yet. Okay?
Yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anywho, oh my God, thank you
I'm
all.
just a little fucked up.
Yeah, no, we're all. This is
We're all
why.
a little
This is why I was
fucked
like
up, I
very
think.
quiet, because I'm just like I'm still processing, and I have to do a session 0 for a completely different game in 15 minutes. So this should be wonderful.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Have fun
Okay.
and don't stress yourself out too much.
I'm not going to try. So we'll see how this goes. Oh man, I love you all. Thank you so much for this, and holy
Thank
crap.
you
I mean,
all.
you
Yeah.
all are fantastic. This is
was
I couldn't
just
have done I couldn't have built up to this without you all, because this would not be possible without it. Like all working towards these amazing characters' stories and the way it's arced, and just what a ride.
Mhm.
Oh God. And the finale is going to be just like mind-blowing at this rate. God damn it. Okay. I will leave you to it. Have a wonderful week. Happy gaming to you all. And I will see you next week.
Yes.
Time.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Taggart ran pell-mell outside, anywhere to get away from the chaos he just witnessed. Monsters? Hell no. His mind was still screaming at him before he realized he was hopelessly lost in the morning fog, and he found himself facing a wall in a back alley. He bowed his head, trying to stop panting, slow his breathing. "Do you need help, Herr Taggart?" Taggart whirled around, hearing the accent-tinged voice. "Who the hell are you?" he snarled, as he clapped his hands to his empty belt. Somehow he lost both gun and knife in fleeing the auction house. Out of the lightening fog, a tall, beautiful man, wearing spectacles and the air and clothing of a physician, offered a hand to Taggart, accompanied by a petite, elderly, well-dressed woman in shades of lavender, her coiled white hair topped by a flowery hat draped with a veil.
"I understand you need immediate safe passage out of town, Mr. Taggart."
The little old lady addressed him with a gentle smile as the physician stepped closer to him in a non-threatening manner. Taggart rubbed his face, his nervous eyes watching the doctor approach. "That may be. Do I know you?" Those eyes, so attractive, so compelling. What it would be like to have those eyes and the rest of him close forever. The lady smiled even wider.
"No, but we are familiar with your exploits here in London, and have been an interested party in your nefarious scavenging, exploiting the weak, the desperate, and the gullible, especially as it has crossed paths with Miss Fletcher, and by extension, Hargrave House."
Too late. The mention of Ellie and Hargrave House broke through his reverie as the doctor put a firm hand on Taggart's shoulder. Winslow Taggart only had time to hear her next words.
"Take heart, Mr. Taggart. Your passage will allow further progress in our plans."
Before the doctor's grip tightened painfully, Dr. Holzer then opened his mouth, and a purple mist blurred Taggart's vision as he felt a terrible draining. Ellie, I was told you were dead, and it didn't make me feel at peace. I thought the hole you caused would stop burning. I thought I'd get the chance to look you in the eyes one last time and tell you I hated your guts for what you did, and then tear those guts out with my own hands. I can feel the animal growing inside. I told the pretty man I had it under control, but that's when I don't hear the growling. And the growling is happening a lot now. I'm needed for a job. I think I'll finish it, whatever it is, and then go out to the nearest big forest out here and turn. No one will miss me back in the States. I already left your money to make a better headstone for Cora. I'm just sorry I'll never get to see it. Cora, I miss you so much. I love you so much. You and I will dance again soon. Nee.